And now to road construction. The Lagos State government has reassured residents of the timely completion of the Lekki-Epe Expressway with an advice to motorists to obey traffic rules at the construction site to deliver the second phase of the Etiosa-Lekki-Epe Expressway project. Special Advisor on Works and Infrastructure, Aramide Adeoye, made the appeal after inspecting the ongoing project from Eleko T-Junction to Abraham Adesanya.
December 2020, the Lagos State government flagged off the construction of the Lekki-Epe Expressway, kickstarting the first phase of the project from Epe to Eleko T-Junction, which is a distance of 18.75 kilometers. This has already reached completion. The phase 2 of the project is a 16-kilometer stretch from Eleko Junction to Abraham Adesanya. The Special Advisor on Works and Infrastructure, Aramide Adeoye, who oversees all road projects, briefs on the progress.
The phase 1 starting from Epe Junction to Eleko Junction, T-Junction. That everybody will attest to the fact that that road is finished in rigid pavement and completed. The phase 2 is supposed to commence from Eleko Junction down to Abraham Adesanya, where the Fourth Mainland Bridge is taking off from. And so we are just finishing, we are practically completed with the phase 1. We are about commencing the phase 2. We started with preliminary designs as to what the phase 2 will look like. The profile needs to be changed. The outfall positions need to be recognized, because you will ask yourself, why did the first road done 40 years ago fail? It was because the road was done without major outfalls. It was just chutes, allowing water to just percolate. And I keep telling people, without a proper drainage system, you don't have a road. And so what you then have now is a well-reconstructed road in the phase 1 with provisions for main expressway lanes and dedicated lane for trucks in rigid pavement to take the anticipated volume of traffic that will come out from the Dangote refinery, the fertilizer company, and the Lekki deep sea ports. That we have done up to phase 1. Phase 2 is what we are currently about to embark upon. So the contractor has started preliminary works. Preliminary works such as acquisition of the right of way, filling, you see them filling in sharp sand, trying to change the profile of the roadway, connecting to the outward positions where they are going to. And because it's in sand, it's normal in the rainy season when you put sand and it rains, you will see most of it washed away. It becomes difficult for traffic to navigate under that circumstance. So I'm only hoping that with the rain subsiding in the next 2 weeks, when you have the break, they can begin stabilization, because as they fill, they will stabilize and then begin to build the pavement, put the base course, the cross-truck base, and then put their reinforcement, and then begin to build proper concrete together with the drains. When you are having construction work going on, government feels the pain. It doesn't make sense for people to go waste man hours. We do, and that's why we are reconstructing the road. But there is no pain without gain. Road, it's a methodical job, because we've done the phase 1. We've done 18 kilometers, and we succeeded at it. The next 16 kilometers should not be a problem. When people decide to be lane disciplined, stay in lane, obey diversion signs, and allow the contractor to work. So it's not as if government does not need to be stampeded to know what they ought to do. We have already taken proactive steps.
She appeals to residents within the area to cooperate with the contractors and not drive against traffic. To make things faster, night shift work will be introduced to reduce the burden experienced by road users.
This is a very responsive and sensitive government. We feel the pain. The loss of man hours is regrettable. And we're trying to minimize that. Even school children, because it doesn't make sense for them to go spend hours in traffic before they get to school. It makes them very, very unproductive. Even by the time they get to school, the learning capabilities will dwindle. So we recognize that. And so for this operation in the next phase 2, because it's strategic, you have a lot of schools around that area, the contractor will see the work methodology that we will put in place to ensure that the contractor can possibly work, possibly in the night, ensure that the diversions are done in a way and manner that can actually minimize the pain and hardship that they're going through.
Away from the briefing, The Special Advisor on Works and Infrastructure, alongside other stakeholders, also visited the construction site along Awoyaya axis in response to the complaints about the construction work on the Lekki-Epe Expressway.
We decided that we would attack Awoyaya, which is one area, and then as soon as that is done, the contractor will work from two ends, Awoyaya as well as coming from Eleko Junction back this way. But in doing this one now, this whole terrain is flat. It's flat, and if you need to move all of the runoff, you need to get it discharged, you will need to raise the profile of the road somewhere. If you recollect in the construction work that took place in phase 1, there was a lot of build-up. The pavement was built up, so gradient profiles were changed. And essentially, we also will do the same thing here. You have seen the contractor do some filling. So everything that you see here is towards acquisition of right-of-way, expansion. Expand the area, fill up in sharp sand, and then you see them putting geotextile material. They will then stabilize. The reason why motorists are having difficulty moving is because they have scarified loosely, they have done some filling, and then it's not yet compacted, so they find it difficult, and then it's been raining. They find it difficult to be able to traverse on that kind of terrain. Not everybody will be driving a four-wheel car, but the contractor has been told the work methodology we are reappraising. Starting off from that Awoyaya, you can see them already with the material, the geotextile material with the filling. They will do that now, raise up the profile, and then see the discharge points that will go. There are 7 that have been identified. In addition, we'll introduce 3-4 additional ones, so that in this stretch of 18 kilometers, we have sufficient discharge outfalls, so that this road can last longer.
Representatives of the Lekki Estate Residents Association assures the government of their support to ensure speedy completion of the project.
The state itself is a composition of all the estates, of all the communities. What we try to do, and we have done a lot of it, is to do regular sensitization. We tell our residents, we tell our stakeholders to calm down when they are on this construction stretch. Because if we all behave ourselves when we get to this area, the road project will go very easily and seamlessly. And we also have a responsibility to protect the people who are working for the contractor, because they are not working for the contractor ultimately, they are working for you and I, and LESA is aware that this work is for us and we must protect it.
We're going to work closely with the contractor, we're going to work closely with the Ministry of Works to ensure that whatever challenges that might occur during the construction period, we're able to assist our people manage it during this period.
The contractor handling the project is also optimistic of delivering only the best.
Our milestone given to us for LEAP Phase 1 was achieved, and we delivered the project even before the end of the project. And we have high expectation to deliver that project even faster from the first phase. All what we request is the coordination and the cooperation from our communities, our people on site and our people on road to follow the traffic rules in order to be able to complete that project on time. That hold up is not created by our construction site. We have to understand that point. The road, it has been the same always. The work that we are doing so far is an extension of what we have as original typical section.
When completed, the Lekki-Epe Expressway project would address the traffic situation within that axis and also serve as a link road to the 4th mainland bridge.